Hello Gemini, and welcome to Soul Sundays. Gemini, it's a quick 3-card spread to have a look at your week ahead. One for mind, body and soul. So let's see what's coming. Universe and angels, messages and guides, my higher self, I call upon you now to give me a clear and accurate reading for the sign of Gemini. Please show me what they need to hear, not what they want to hear. Thank you, Spirit. Can I please have 3 cards, one for mind, one for body and one for soul? What does Gemini need to know this week? Thank you. Please show me. There it is. Woo! Nice card. 3 of Hearts. Joy. This is a good spot for you, Gemini. This is a healthy mindset. This also speaks about 3 people coming together, working together, friendship. Could be a big focus on friendship this week, maybe rising up and reconnecting with people that you've lost contact with. Yeah. Potentially people that you've lost contact with and trying to make amends and leave that disagreement behind, particularly if it's friends or family. I'm getting that feeling quite strongly. Maybe you've had disagreements and, you know, this card's so cute. If you have a look, it's like someone's, you know, riding on their, well, it looks like a freaking unicorn. It is a unicorn, riding on their unicorn, and they're like going, here, give me your hand, I'll take you with me. So if you've had a falling out with friends or family, I feel like this could be a week where you repair that. After that beautiful full moon in Libra, where we find balance again in everything that's been going on with Mercury in retrograde in Pisces, it's time for you to make amends, Gemini. One more card for their soul message for this week ahead, please. Just one card, thank you, Eddie. Just one card. There you go. Aries had this too, alchemy. Yours has a slightly different meaning to the Aries reading. However, if you do have an Aries in your life, I suggest you go have a look at it. Alchemy speaks about, I can read this card in 2 ways, right? The power within, or I can see it as a card of illumination. It's really interesting because for you, as I said, I feel like it's a week of actually forgiving, releasing and letting go. Now, I want to say something about that. To forgive is not to forget, okay? Just because someone has wronged you doesn't mean that you need to forgive them and make amends like it never happened. I feel like it's the complete opposite. It's the awareness of going, actually, you know, you hurt me, or vice versa, being accountable and going, you know what? You're absolutely right, I hurt you and I didn't realize the impact it had, and I care about you and I don't want you to feel like that. And this is what I'm getting. I'm getting very much it's either in family or friendship for you. And it's time for you to kind of leave that behind. Either they're going with you or they're not. 3 of Hearts, as you can see, the illustration in this card, it speaks about joy, but it's at the core, right? It's not, joy is an interesting emotion. You know that Marie Kondo chick, the Japanese folding chick that speaks about only keep things that spark joy. She's onto something, because joy is one of the highest vibrations of feelings that we can have. The reason for that is because it's a very light energy, right? It speaks about like elation, feeling elated, but it comes from wisdom. It comes from working on things that bring you joy, on making sure that things that surround you bring you joy. And that may mean cutting people out and walking forward, or it may be making amends and bringing those people back in that actually light you up. The key words of this card is the 3 of Cups in traditional tarot. It speaks about comfort, satisfactory result, joyous emotions, right? And it says, catch your breath and celebrate the joyous, multifaceted presence of love in every aspect of your world. Beautiful. The 3 of Hearts invites you to lighten up and be playful. Give yourself permission to have fun. In the coming days, you will be asked to attend or become otherwise involved with a celebration. Honour the energy of celebration and you will begin to experience it elsewhere in your life. Be swept up in feelings of euphoria. Let the festivities lift you to a state of elation and breathe in joy into your dreams. What did I say? Celebrate everything in your life that has brought you to this moment. The universe supports you in love. You have the freedom to create a heaven or a hell here on earth. What will you celebrate today? Whew, it's pretty powerful, Gemini. And it's true, right? You always have the choice. No matter what's going on around you, no matter how people act around you, no matter how people treat you, you always have the choice in how you react. And if you haven't been treated so well by particular people, then the advice here and what it's telling you in terms of your physical body, to actually give your body the best strength it can, is to leave a stressful situation behind, right? Leave it and move forward. Either they're coming with you or they're not coming with you. You know, this card speaks about the fact that whatever it is that's been going on has been affecting you in your physical health, right? It says, the ill effects you're experiencing are the body's way of communicating that the current level of stress is beyond coping capacity and needs help now. If there's a way to permanently, or at least temporarily, leave the situation, this would create a corresponding relief of the adverse symptoms. So it's basically saying that in order to get to this state of joy or elation, as I mentioned before, then you need to rise above and choose what's right for you. And sometimes that means actually walking away from toxic situations or toxic people. Now, I dislike the word toxic. I feel like it's used or overly used. It's the buzzword of the time. It's like when narcissist came out and was used a lot, because I always feel like there's two people to play in this situation, right? And somewhere in the middle there is the truth. And that's what I was talking about, accountability. But you are in control of your own happiness, Gemini, so you choose who gets to stay and you choose who gets fired. And do it without hesitation if there's someone that needs to go. Know that when you take good care of your health, everyone benefits. Release guilt to God and the angels. Make a list of pros and cons about a stressful situation and speak honestly with yourself and others about your true feelings and observations. And my one tidbit with that would be to do it without emotion, without blame, without finger pointing, you know, this is you, this is that. It's behaviours, right? That's not who people are. And sometimes people don't even realise what they've done or said that have hurt you until the moment has passed. So if you do need to speak your truth, Gemini, and in doing so leave a situation behind, just try and do it without that sharp wit and tongue of yours, okay? Because you might regret it later on. Alchemy. Life is perpetual movement, and yet life is also still. Life is change, and yet it's also unchanging. You are part of this moving stillness, changing and unchanging through time and eternity. Something is moving within a still part of you, and yet something is still within the moving part of you. Meditate this and complete oneness in your being. So it's pretty deep there, right? It's asking you to come back to your center. What was I saying before about where joy comes from? It comes from you, your conscious choice to have joy, right? At the root of everything. This is your heart chakra, right? And then love follows. You have the conscious choice in how you handle a situation. You have the conscious choice about whether to stay or go. You have the conscious choice about whether you're going to let that affect you. It's up to you to acknowledge an obstacle as impermanent, okay? Regardless of who's to blame, it's your responsibility to defy a false limitation. A quirk or idiosyncrasy is a strength. Bring it out and own it. Individuality is a precious gem. There you go, Gemini. So your message this week is to reach elation. You have to own it. Own your truth, own yourself, leave a stressful situation behind, and you will find joy. Hope that makes sense to you guys. If it does, please hit the like button. It helps the channel more than you know. And I'll be back with you next week. Take care.